Welcome and thank you for coming. We do have Alexis from WeVideo with us, and we are very excited for him to lead us in some learning this afternoon all about creating instructional videos with WeVideo. So Alexis, we will throw it over to you.
Perfect. Well, thanks everyone. And again, for those that will be watching the recording, hopefully this is very useful. But we're basically going to be covering how to create instructional videos, either using our Chrome extension or using the end recorder inside the editor. So I'll be covering some use cases as well as the different ways to access that recording. But yeah, my name is Alexis Cañas. I am your customer success manager here at WeVideo. So even if after today you have any follow-up questions, my email is just alexis@wevideo.com. So feel free to shoot me any questions, but I will also be sharing a few resources to Danielle and Laura afterwards. And then as well, they'll have the recording, so I won't be sharing that, but I'm sure they'll pass that along as well. So feel free to, I know we're a small group, so feel free to stop me at any point if there's any questions. You can also use the chat as well, but we can make it as engaging as possible. Here's the agenda for today. Again, we'll be covering instructional video use cases. We'll also be covering 3 ways to launch a recording from your device or using WeVideo. And then you can, we'll also be covering the difference between using the Chrome extension, but also using the recording inside the editor. And then at the end, we'll go over how to edit videos in the multimedia editor as well. Perfect. So let's go ahead and jump in and discuss a few video use cases for screencasting. So I'm going to go ahead and be playing you guys some videos here. So the first one, this is a mini lesson. So this is a very low work use case that you can use, is using WeVideo to record mini lessons and create short instructional videos. Here is one using the green screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this one out so you can. Did it change my screen? I think it automatically changes, right?
We still see your mini lesson screen. I think you have to change tab, maybe.
There you go. Perfect. So this is the mini lesson use case.
Above, below, next to. Above. Oh no. I'm above the trees, looking down, looking over the edge. Don't want to step too close. I'm above the truck, looking down again. I'm below the desk. We must be having a tornado drill. Look at the tortoise. It's next to me. Better move out the way.
So again, in this one, it's a very easy, low work use case where the teacher is using a green screen to record herself and pointing out where she is located. So again, we'll be jumping into how you can create a project like that. But just wanted to show you that mini lesson, usually for younger grades as well. If you're just trying to get super creative on where you're positioning yourself, that could be one low use case mini lesson that you can create. The second use case is webcam reflections. So having students use the WeVideo to record a reflection on learning. So let's go ahead and play this one out. And this is from one of our districts that we got this video from here. Again, this is a student reflection, 5th grade.
Hi, I'm reflecting on my self-driving cars Ignite Slides project. My goals for this project were to have the audience entertained at all times and have my words flow smoothly and the slide. So I learned about this. So at the beginning I was nervous, but then when I started it, I got used to it. So next time I think I'll do better because I don't think I'll be that nervous. If I could do this work all over, I think I'll work on trying to have my words flow even more smoothly. Thanks.
Again, pretty easy one as well. It allows students to be able to go back to the video, see their reflection, see how they can improve, but also it gives them, it makes them feel more comfortable being in front of the camera, or if it's easier to express themselves by recording. Fifth grade, obviously they're already reading and writing, but I think it could be a good benefit on being able to let them express how they feel in general. So that's the second use case there. And then the last use case that I wanted to talk about today is visualizing and explaining thinking. So having students use the screencasting tool to show and explain their thinking. And here's that in action here.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm going to solve a word problem. Leah bought 9 packages of cat food and 3 packages of dog food. Each package of cat food contained 5 cans, and each package of dog food contained 3 cans. How many more cans of cat food than dog food did Leah buy? Now, since these are the packages, I'm going to write these at the top. And in each one of that, there were 5 cans. And in each one of the dog food, and this is the cat food, this is the dog food, well, there was 3. And since you want to find out each one of these was in this, how many in total there were, you're going to want to multiply the numbers. 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 times 5 is 45. Since you want to find out how many more there is of this, you're going to want to subtract more of this than that. You're going to want to subtract this. And 45 minus 9 equals, now a way to subtract 9s is to just subtract 10 and add 1. So 45 minus 10 would be 35. Add 1 and that's 36.
So again, just a different way for students to either work out a problem or showcase to another student or teacher and being able to talk about it as they're working on the problem as well. So that's another use case. And again, we'll be diving into how to create this individual problems, but also all the different options that you have if you want to use the screencasting tools that we have available. Any reactions or any thoughts on any of these use cases before we continue to move forward? Great, let's move on. Perfect. So again, we're going to be covering 3 different ways to record an instructional video. The first one that I want to go over is launching a quick recording from the WeVideo homepage. So that'll be your first option there. And it's super easy. Once you're logged into your WeVideo account, all you're going to do is click on that drop-down menu that says create. That'll be the shortcut. And you'll then have the option to record either dual screen or webcam, just like you're seeing it here in the gift. This could be used by an admin, a teacher, and student. So everyone will have this option. And again, it's really quick, just clicking on that create option and then clicking on recording. So that'll give you that pop-up window that'll have the 3 different options on recording dual, screen, or webcam. So again, just clicking on that drop down and clicking on recording. So that's the first way to launch a recording inside of WeVideo. And then in order to be able to access your quick recordings, all you're gonna have to do is navigate to uploads and be able to access those quick recordings. So if you're wondering where those recordings went, they're gonna be under your uploads within your main dashboard. So just like what you're seeing here within the gift, you're gonna navigate to uploads and then you'll be able to see on the latest recordings, that will be your recordings from there as well. And audio is going to be attached to the webcam recordings if you select on the dual recording from there. Now, in order to access your quick recordings within the editor, so after you recorded yourself, the webcam, or both, and now you want to do further edits, you'll start a project from the create option. And I'm actually going to navigate to my WeVideo account so you're able to see this more in depth. But again, we're just going to go over the 3 options real quick. So the first one, to be able to access your recording, all you're going to do is click on that drop down menu from the create option and then hit create. That will give you the 3 different options. Either you want to record dual, screen, or webcam. You'll then select your mic and the webcam. But as you can see, you'll also have an option to install the extension, which we'll cover in just a second, but that would be an additional way to use the screencasting tools. Now, once you do your recordings, in order to access them, you'll hit on the upload section and all your recordings will be from here. It will be just like another media file that you either uploaded and from your computer, so it'll be there for you to use. Now, if you're wondering how can I use those recordings to do further edits, one shortcut for you to start a project, all you have to do is hit the create option. So once you hit create, that's going to take you inside the editor. And in order for you to be able to access those recordings, you can click uploads. So all your recordings will live here. As you can see, just like another media file. I have a green screen recording that I created before. So all you're going to do is grab that, drag that in the tracking, and be ready to create any edits from there as well. So very easy for you to be able to access your recordings, but also do further edits to it as well. Any questions on starting a screen recording from your main WeVideo dashboard, or being able to access those recordings, or creating a project and access those? We're all good?
I think we're good.
Perfect. Another option to be able to access the recording tool is from the WeVideo editor. So let's say you are already working inside a project. Share my actual tab. I got to remember to share my tabs. But let's say you want to start a brand new project. And within this project, you're going to be using a screen recording of something. Either you can use our stock media to begin your project, but let's say you wanted to add yourself in there. So to be able to access the recorder inside here, you can either go to uploads or project bin. It will do the same exact thing. And you're going to see the add media option. So if you click on that drop down, you'll also find the record section. So that's another way to access that screen or webcam or dual recording if you're already inside the editor. Okay. Again, once you do a recording from here, I'm just going to do both record. I'll select this one here, share, and you'll then start that recording. Once you're done recording your screen, you can just stop sharing that. And I'm going to navigate back. And then you can just press save. So see how I recorded both the webcam and the screen. So that generated two different separate files, one on top of each other. Once you're done recording your screen, but you also got the voice from it as well. So see how that was already generated. It was put on in my editor for me to do some edits. But even if you delete this from the editor, it will still live within your project bin. So you can individually drag that down, or you can also use the additional one from here. And I'll be covering how to further edit in just a second, but I quickly just wanted to show you guys how you can use the recording inside the editor. Any questions on that? We're good. Pretty straightforward. The second option to be able to do a launch and recording is, again, using our Chrome extension. So this is a third option. You can download from the Chrome store and pin the extension to your browser. That will allow you to have as a Chrome extension, just like you're able to see it here. And this will allow you to do screen recordings without having to be logged into WeVideo. So let's say you're not trying to do anything fancy. You're just simply trying to access that Chrome extension recorder from your Chrome download extension section. You'll have the option, the same layout. It will be the same little window drop down with the same options. And that will allow you to do a screen recording outside of the WeVideo homepage or the WeVideo editor. Okay, so three different options there. Again, if you haven't downloaded, and maybe Danielle or Laura, you can remind me this, are you guys able to download that Chrome extension within your district?
Yep, we have it.
Okay, perfect. So again, if you're trying to find it, you can go to your, if you haven't downloaded it yet, or is it automatically downloaded for everyone? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
No, they have to go into the manage and then go into the Chrome extensions and search it, but it will come on there and then just add it on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So once you have it added, you can pin it if you have additional extensions. That way it's ready for you to use at any point. I just downloaded it from. Perfect. Yeah. So again, for you to be able to use that, you don't have to be logged into WeVideo for that to work. It's simply just the screen tools, the screen recording tools that are available for you. You'll also have the option to send those over to the WeVideo editor to do any further edits. But again, it's just a simple way for you to do screen recording, webcam recording, or duo. And we're going to cover the difference between using the WeVideo Chrome extension and the recording inside the main dashboard. So again, once you download the extension, it'll look something like that. You'll have the same window pop up with the same exact options. You'll just have additional tools for you to be able to create using the extension. And we'll cover that in just a second. So again, what can you do with the Chrome extension that you cannot do with the screen recording inside of WeVideo? Different options here. If you're using the Chrome extension, you'll have this little tool drawing kit to your bottom left corner, which will allow you to annotate as you're recording. It will allow you to point out certain either words or sections, just like what you're seeing here within the gift that you created. You also, again, you'll have this sort of toolkit bar for you to control when to pause it, when to continue it, and you'll have additional options as well in terms of changing the color of the drawing tool or being able to point out certain key factors of that screen recording. Another option that's only unique to the Chrome extension is being able to remove background. So this is great if you don't have a physical green screen and you're trying to remove a background and change the color of the background. Again, if you're recording the webcam, you'll have that option to either blur the background by just clicking the background option right under the record section. And again, it will prompt you to either blur, change any of the colors, or use the RGB tool to customize a particular color that you would like to use. Now, this will then give you the option to upload that recording to WeVideo so you can apply that green screen effect that's very popular within the platform. Another brand new unique tool that's only available if you're using the Chrome extension is a script. So if you would like to have a script available within the Chrome extension, you can click right next to background, you can click on script, and this is new to you, Danielle and Laura, because this was just released yesterday, but it will be released to everyone next week, is a AI assist for that script. So you can literally just type what you want the AI feature to generate a script for. So let's say you want to talk about, like in this case, type or paste a script here about whatever topic you want to talk about. You'll click the generate script option, and that will have AI generate you a script for any project that you're working on. So again, that's a brand new feature that's not yet available for everyone, but starting Monday of next week, you'll be able to see that AI assist for the script.
Amazing. So Alexa, I'm just picturing this at like a secondary level. If a student was to do research about a specific topic and wrote an essay or a paragraph in like paragraph form about the topic, and then said, can you turn this into a script? Is that the type of thing it would do?
That is correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or, you don't have to be so in depth. You can literally give a few topics, create a script about. Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, pretty much like using ChatGPT or any other AI assist tools, it would do the magic for you and create that script, either for teachers, students, or any type of project that you're working with. Now, how does the script work? I think I have that. So for now, because it's beta only, it will be available for teachers and admins. Once it gets out of beta, it will be available for students. But the teacher can generate that script for a student if needed. But yeah, this is more of what that's going to look like on this little gift. So again, you'll have the generate script with AI. You'll create a script about choral reels for a 4th grade class. Press generate, and that will generate the script using AI. So that should be available for teachers and admins starting next week. But at the moment, you are able to access the script tool already, just without the AI feature. Moving along. So again, once you use the Chrome extension and you either do the removing the background or any other screen recording, you'll have the option to send it over to WeVideo for further edits. You'll have the option to open it inside the WeVideo editor. So again, even if you're trying to do additional edits after you do the recording, you'll still have that option to open it inside the WeVideo editor, or simply just download it if you just want to download it from there. And any recordings from the Chrome extension will download as an MP4 file, so it'll be very easy for you to share that right away. You can also have the option to save it to your Google Drive or OneDrive, depending on if you're using any of those. And you'll also be able to find these recordings within the upload section as well, just like the other recordings inside the main WeVideo dashboard. I know that was kind of a lot, but are there any questions on the difference between the Chrome extension and the editor inside? I mean, the recorder inside. Perfect. Let us know too. We're getting a lot of users from Screencastify, so we're trying to pack it up with features. So if you start using the Chrome extension, let us know if you have any feedback. We're always happy to adjust as we move forward. But I think the AI feature is going to be great but for using particular use cases or just being able to generate a script for any project that you're working for. Another here, we're going to start to consider a few other options within the multimedia editing tool. So different ways you can use that. So again, if you're using the green screen digital option within the Chrome extension, you'll be able to apply our green screen effect. We also now have an enhanced shading toggle that allows for more fine tuning on that green screen. So if you're familiar with the green screen feature, that would be a good way to pair that removing background using the Chrome extension and our green screen tool within the editor. And are both of you guys on the call here? Have you guys used the green screen before? No? Okay. I can quickly just demo that since we have a small group of people here. So so in order to create a green screen, so you can either go to our stock media that's available for everyone. This is free royalty. So if you're using any of our stock media, you can upload to YouTube or any third party and you won't get any copyrights. But you can easily just type in green screen here within the video option. And you'll have a ton of different green screen files that you can use, just so we can kind of get an idea of what that would look like. Grab this teacher here. All you have to do is just grab that and drop it within the editor. There you go. I'm just going to make this shorter here. One important thing too, and you can use this to help your students edit or just to keep track as well. You're able to rename the tracks. So that's kind of one way I teach on staying organized within the editor. I just added another track there. So I'm going to move this track text one up, and I'm going to call this video track green screen. So I know that green screens have to go there. And then the track below, I'm going to call it background because that is the background that needs to go on the green screen. And it's usually like a cake with editing. If you've edited in the past, everything has to be layered. But in this case, the green screen will not be the background. The green screen will be the subject of the background. So that's why we want to make sure that's on top of the background. And then we can go in here and search whatever background we want to have. So maybe we'll put this teacher dancing in space. So we'll grab this background here, drag it down, as long as it's right under the green screen. Should be good. So again, at the moment, you can only see the green screen, but in order to apply that green screen effect, you'll double click on the green screen, or you can also select the clip and press the edit pencil. It does the same exact thing. And then you're going to navigate to the keying section, press on this dropper, and then take it over to the preview screen. And then anywhere outside of the subject that's green, you'll then press one more time, and that will allow you to generate that green screen effect. So pretty simple. Again, you can do that with an infinite amount of things. And that was also in relation to that first use case that I showed you from the teacher putting herself on top of the bus or next to the turtle. It's by using this exact way from here. Another sort of more advanced keying blur that we have here, we have the enhanced shading toggle that allows for more fine tuning. I'm just going to make this smaller for here so it matches this. But that enhanced shading, again, it allows for more fine tuning on the teacher, and you can also do the differential just to get a better image of the teacher, or less, depending. Let's see. There you go. So again, you can play around with it to get a better final project. Depending on the image, you can customize that. But that's pretty much how you would create a green screen effect. And you can do an infinite amount of things. You can put this inside a screen to give it more of a TV feel. So you can put a green screen on top of another green screen. And the same thing, right? You'll double click, press on the key, select your color picker, and then just press on the green screen there. So you'll have that teacher dancing inside that tablet. So again, you can use your imagination to create additional projects, but green screen is one of our top features that we have that could create very exciting projects. Any questions on green screen or using our digital background remover to create a green screen? Perfect. Again, I think I just talked about all of this, so perfect. Another very cool part about using the dual recording is creating an instructional video. So I'm going to demo how to do that now. So I'm going to delete my green screen. And remember the dual screen recording that I did earlier that generated my face and a part of our deck. So that was so I'm just going to put that all the way at the top. So let's say I was doing an instructional video on that particular slide. In order for me to create that effect of putting my webcam towards any corner, I can double click on my webcam recording and then just transform that down and then maybe put it here in the corner. So that will allow you to do an instructional video on whatever you're recording from the screen. So that's pretty easy again. Once you record dual using your screen and your webcam, it will generate 2 additional files that will put it pretty much right on top of each other. So in order for you to create that effect, all you have to do is transform the webcam recording into smaller and then place it on whichever corner to create that instructional video. Once you're done recording your screen, and there you go. So that's how you would create that particular project for any instructional video that you're creating. Any questions on that? Perfect. Moving along. Again, another way to also either change the position of your webcam is by splitting the clips. So you can pretty much customize that in any way possible. So let's say I want to make it more fun when I'm creating this instructional video. I'm going to split the clip here. And then I'm going to split the clip right over here. And so I can keep changing where my webcam is located. So again, I can start in the bottom corner. Then if for this one, split. Maybe for this particular one, I'll move myself up here. So you can keep changing the position of your webcam, again, to make it more interesting or so it doesn't get in the way of what you're talking about from your screen recording. So that's just one way to position your webcam in different places so it doesn't cover what you're talking about, or just to make it more interesting. Any questions on positioning your webcam? Perfect. Another additional features too, you can spice up your videos with text, music, sound effects, images. Again, once you have your webcam recording, you can some of our audio from here to maybe have a background music going. So maybe we'll do some epic. And then I can lower the volume for the entire track so it doesn't overpower my voice. But as you can see, you can also increase the volume on the track that you're speaking. So maybe if you're not using a professional mic, you'll have a better voice quality. So you can also increase the volume on that track that you put your webcam recording. You can use text. So if you wanted to add any text, we can just go to the text. Oh, sorry. I was not showing my my screen, but here it goes. So again, here's the way for you to manage your volume for each particular track. Again, I put the volume all the way down for the music, just so it doesn't overpower the voiceover. But you can use text. So if you wanted to use, I don't know, text to introduce the instructional video, you can grab one of our fun texts from here and then just grab and drop. You can use the edge to make us. And of course, my internet is not working so fast as I would like to, but bear with me. So I'm just going to make that shorter there. So again, you can have some text. To edit text, you just double click on that text. You can put instructional video. You can change the font. You can move this up here so it doesn't get in the way of your screen recording. You can make it smaller. There you go. So again, you can just keep on adding text as you go through the and then you can place a text just like you were changing the placement of the webcam recording, depending on if you want to add additional context to whatever you're explaining or just want to make it a lot more fun and interactive. You can use text for that as well. Any questions so far? We're good? Perfect. At the end, obviously, you'll have the option to export the final project. So let's say I'm happy with my content here. I'm just going to make this a lot smaller. So I'm going to cut this out. You can also add, maybe if you're talking about different topics, you can also add some transitions in between. And notice how I just selected the clip and pressed on the plus option there to add a quick transition. It defaults to the crossfade transition, which is the most sort of popular one to use if you're just talking about the same thing. But you can also preview the different transitions by navigating to the Transitions tab. You can see the crossfade, what that looks like from here. The dip to black is usually one to either end a topic you're talking about, just to give it a lot more professional feel. That will also give that effect of your webcam, smooth more transition between the slides. But you can also apply the transitions to your web recording, your screen recording. So again, depending on whatever style you want to use. And then if you want to keep adding text, just want to show you what that looks like as well. You can just add sample text here. Just making that shorter here. Again, to be able to edit that, you can just I don't know, we can say questions. And then I can move this at the end. So now you'll have sort of the questions at the end here. And you can also add a background to that. So here's somewhat of a draft of an instructional video with the different parts. So once you're happy with all the different parts, the last thing is for you to be able to export that. So you'll hit export here. Don't forget to title your project, or else you're going to have a ton of projects called My Project. So don't forget to title that instructional video. You also have the option to export as a video MP4, or you can also export the audio only for any reason, either you're creating a podcast or whatever it is. You can also create export using a GIF. That will be no sound, but it will be a repeating clip of the same exact thing. And that has to be under 45 seconds. So if you're trying to create an infographic or sort of either yourself just waving or doing some kind of motion, sign language, this is great for that as well. You'll have the option to express a GIF. Again, it has to be under 45 seconds for you to have that option, but it will have no sound. It will just be the short clip looping back and forth. So once you pick whatever option you want to export as, another feature too that just got released is being able to generate subtitles for your export. So if you like this export to generate subtitles at the same time, you can just click on this toggle here where it says auto generate subtitles while rendering. And again, that will generate the subtitles. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. You can also do more advanced settings. You can either choose the frame rates, but again, if you don't know about that, you don't have to dive into it. Pick the highest quality that you have available for your project, but you'll also have the option, if it's allowed within your district, to send it over either OneDrive or YouTube. So just a few different options. Once you're happy with all your selections, you just press export.
There is a question in the chat about, can subtitles be translated into another language?
Good question. So we do have the translation feature. If you have interactivity, you guys don't, but you can certainly manually do the translation. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So I'm gonna, and you don't have to wait for the video to be fully exported. You can click done, and you can then access that within your exports later on whenever it's fully exported. So once it's fully exported, you'll see the thumbnail from there. But the question about being able to translate the subtitles, again, we do have that feature, but it's an additional add-on that is not available for your district yet. But once the video is fully exported, you can click where it says subtitles. Again, this is the option that shows you how to translate, but the one that I wanted to show you is you'll have the option to edit those boxes. So you can essentially do your own translation for the subtitles. Or even if you don't agree with the translation, I believe we use Amazon script to do the translations. We don't use Google. So, but I know that sometimes it doesn't give you the exact generation of subtitles. But again, you can go individually here and then you do your own translation for now. I do see the option of being, oh, and we just got our export, so I'll show you that instead. So now we have our video fully exported. So there you can see the subtitles that were already generated. But again, if you wanted to do some further edits, you just click on subtitles and you'll be able to either do your own translation or edit them in any other way. So let's say here is our so then any edits that you do for those subtitles will then be transferred over to the subtitles in the video. Any other questions on subtitles? Or yeah, you might be muted. Oh, I see. Actually, I see your can subtitles be translated? Okay, that we did. Please clarify about our board's ability to allow us to do translation. Yeah, so good question. So we have an interactivity feature that basically gives you that ability to be able to translate. It is an additional add-on that your district will have to pay for, and it's not, it hasn't been added yet. So that could be something that, you know, we can individually request, or we can further discuss that with Laura and Danielle on any other options. But yes, but on a perfect world, if you were to have that feature on, you will then just be able to click here, and then let's say you want to do Canadian French, and then it will generate that translation for you. So again, we do have that feature. It's just an additional add-on at an extra cost. Good question, though. Other details from here, you can easily share this out by just pressing on the share option, making sure that it's public, but here's a URL link. You can also copy the embedded link as well. So if you would like to embed this instructional video, excuse me. If you would like to embed this on a LMS or any other place where you communicate with your students, you also have that option as well.
Works great if you are one of our teachers that use Brightspace or D2L for your virtual classroom. You can embed it right onto your announcement page or into your content using that embed code.
That is correct. Just making sure that the link privacy is under public, and that's pretty much all we have to make sure on that end. You can also download it straight from here if that's another option that you'd like to see. You can also create a playlist, infinite amount of options from here as well. But that is how you would use our screencasting tools, either if you're using the Chrome extension or you're using the quick access on the main WeVideo landing page, or if you're already within the editor, that's also another option for you. And we do have additional resources that I'll be sharing with Danielle and Laura. I will also be happy to share the slide deck as well. So you guys can have that for any of your own questions, or maybe if you would like to just go back to that deck. There will also be a place for you to provide some feedback. So let us know what else you would like to see, how you liked this certain format that we had for the instructional videos. And you can also, any technical question for support, you'll have the support@wevideo.com, where you can also send emails if you're having any technical issues or anything like that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is our monthly creative challenges. We have a monthly creative challenge, just a fun way for you to engage students outside of the classroom feel. We also have our certification program, which allows you to be WeVideo certified. We have 3 different courses. We also have micro-learning courses that allows you to get more ideas on how you can use the platform as an end-to-end app, not just to record a video or record instructional video. We have 6 different micro-learning courses for each particular department. That again, it just extends and it gives you additional ideas on how you can use the platform for your class. And that is everything I have for you guys today, unless we would like to see something else in particular, or I'm happy to showcase anything else that I've missed. Or do you have instructional video templates already in your libraries? Good question. I know that we have pre-made content and some templates. So let's go ahead and explore that together. So if you navigate to your WeVideo landing page and you click on the home page here, you'll be able to see my templates, but you will also be able to see the WeVideo templates. So you can just click on Browse All Templates. Here you'll be able to find a ton of different options. I don't think we have an exact template for an instructional video, but again, it will be very easy for you to just create that effect by just moving, if you're using a webcam. But you can certainly browse around our assignment ideas library that we also have available here. You can search. I know we have a ton of cool ideas here. You can filter by subject area. You can filter by grades level. Any particular grade level that you guys teach that we have here? 12th grade. So yeah, you can click on 9 through 12, be able to filter. Here you'll have a ton of ideas outside of instructional videos where you can certainly take a look at this. In order for you to be able to use any of those, you'll have to create a class within WeVideo here. So I can quickly just create a class. Create that class. You can just roster your students from here as well by giving this unique code. So once you roster your students, you can then be able to use any of our assignments. But even if you don't create the classroom feel, you can at least use this as a catalog of ideas of different ways that you can use WeVideo. But let's say you filter on 9 through 12. And this is actually our monthly challenge, creating videos to save the environment for this month. So you can see, again, all the different instructions from here that we have available. You can also see the grades, the recommendations, objectives. There's also media. A lot of these ones already come with the template built up to your question, to your original question there as well. So you can certainly save this as a draft to your class, and your students will then be able to access that assignment with all the instructions and that built-in template as well for there. We have 1 more minute left, but let me try to log in as a student so you can see what that looks like in action on the student end. Video. And I'm also happy to send additional resources, or I'll dig in deeper to see if we can find an instructional video template, because we were releasing pre-med content almost daily. So I'm gonna copy this code and I'm gonna transfer over to classes. There you go. Thames Valley. So here's what it would look like on the student end. Once the student logs in, they go to classes, they click on Thames Valley, they'll see the videos to save the environment pre-assignment that you populated from the assignment ideas library. They'll click jump in, and they will be able to see the template that's at the bottom. All they have to do is basically replace any of the media that's here for their own media. And they'll have a template for. It's pretty easy to replace the media from here. All you have to do is basically find your own media and then drag it right on top of any existing media that's there and then hit replace. Same thing with the text. All you have to do is just double click and edit that. But yeah, that's basically the pre-made content templates and everything that's accessible. Thanks again, everyone, for joining today's session. Again, expect all the follow-up resources that I'll be sending by the end of today. And I'm sure the recording will also be available. I will also attach the slides so you guys can have those too. And then you have my contact info, alexis@wevideo.com. You feel free to send me any additional questions that you might have.
Fantastic. Thanks, Alexis. We will be editing the recording and sending it out with all the resources probably early next week so that it'll be there. It'll also be posted onto our SharePoint. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for spending your time with us, Alexis. We greatly appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.